right, everybody, looks like y'all are here to watch me clean this deer. Let's get after it. Now, what's cool is this is a different type of gamble. I've never actually used this before, but I'm very intrigued by it. I like it. I think it's a great idea. You're basically using a slip knot like that. It's like a heck of an idea. I'll have to find out where they got this and get one for camp. So you see how this deer's real muddy, got a lot of mud on it? I'm gonna wash some of that off because I don't want that mud to migrate onto the deer. Let's get to cutting, y'all. When you start way up here on an old deer, you'll see why I do this. It actually really helps with keeping the hide off the meat, or keeping the hair. It really helps with keeping the hair off the meat. Take your knife right here and just run right down the crease of her leg. Just like that, y'all. And just follow that hairline right down. Just like that. And this will go all the way down that leg. One cut. From there, take your knife and just gently skin out that leg. Try not to cut any of the hair. If you're cutting hair, it will wind up on your meat, which is not what you want. See, when you start up here, that leg, that hide will peel off the leg real easy. You know? Perfect. See how easy that was? Let's do the same thing on the other side. See this long, thin blade on this woods and water? Slips in there, makes a nice, clean cut. Just like that. Good deal. Same thing. No reason to make something harder than it is. Actually, no reason to make something hard that's not hard. This is not hard. This is easy. Cut from the inside out. And just use your knife, let that just come on down. Good. That'll start to peel it on down. Now, this little piece of hide in the middle, we will that's gonna come right down there. Now, due to YouTube rules, even though this is an uncensored video, I'm gonna gut the deer, take her head and hide away, and then we'll come back and finish out the meat. Head's gone, guts are gone, we've got our carcass. And I just wanna show y'all while we're here looking at it. The lungs sit like right here. I actually hit the deer in the liver and it angled back. The deer, I thought the deer was more broadside, but it was clearly quartering to me. So it was, the arrow went like this. I don't give shameless plugs a lot, but that Rage 2 blade is what helped me find this deer. That is the most lethal broadhead on the market, in my opinion, especially if you're hunting deer or antelope. First things first, let your knife run right along the rib cage and take out your front shoulder, just like that. Beautiful front shoulder. Now that the shoulder's gone, let's take a back strap out. Right here at the base of the ham, cut in, use your knife, and follow that backbone right down, all the way down. Just like that. Come across right at the base of the ham, come all the way down, and then use your finger and find the outside edge and just gently flay it out. Just like that. I'm trying to keep the light on it so y'all can see. That right there is the most sought after piece of meat on any game animal. That's the back strap. Next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna cut that flank. Cut to right here. Be sure not to cut too deep because you're gonna get into your tenderloin. You don't wanna do that. All this fat, you wanna get that fat out of the way. You can typically take your fingers and just get it out of the way. These are your tenderloins. In a deer that's got a lot of fat built up will almost hide them. So you gotta know where they're at. Make one cut on each side of the inside of your backbone and then make an angle cut right there. Use your thumb, peel them back. These things are gonna be so tender, it's ridiculous. Then you can take your fingers, just like this, peel that fat away, and you're left with a beautiful tenderloin. Watch this. Before you cut the rib cage completely off, come in here and just cut each individual rib, just like that. It makes it a lot easier if you do this while it's still attached to the deer. You're left with a whole nice package of ribs. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Now, come back up here, cut out our other back strap. Follow it right down. Now, I'm right-handed, so I like to cut this way versus this way. That's why on the right side, I come in and I flay it down this way. On the left side, I'll come in, use my thumb, and just peel it away, just like that. Now, you don't have to do it like that. You do it however you want, however you feel comfortable. But that's how I do it. Take your knife, and she'll just come right out of here. I can promise y'all, you can tell when you're cleaning a deer if it's going to be tender. This is going to be a tender deer. This Woods and Water is a perfect knife for this. Cut right down the center, just like that. And once you make your second cut, right here, make a little 45. And that will expose that ball socket right there. Take your knife. You'll see the ball right there. You want to take your knife and insert it, just like that. And there you go. Once that pops loose like that, you're home free. Turn your deer right around. And there's a bone that comes out right here. So you got to go around that bone, then straight down. There you go. We're home free. Now, just sort of fillet right around that. Kind of leave it hanging. There you go. There's your 2 hams. Now, that's all the waste we had on this deer. Now I could probably take a spoon and spoon off some of this meat, but the coyotes have to have something to nibble on too. Typically when guys kill a deer here, Greg or one of the other guides will clean the deer for them. I believe that the more you do with your hunt, like the more you scout, set your tree stand, hunt, trail your deer, gut it, bring it back, skin it, process it, cook it, the more of that you're involved with, the more connected you are to your meat. And so as a kid, having conversations and campfires around the skinning shed, I mean, that's where all the fun was. You know, you have a grill or a cast iron skillet full of hot grease, frying up deer meat, talking, cleaning deer. That's what it was about. No one was talking about how many inches it was. It was a nice one, a small one, or a big one. And
a good tasting one.
they're all full of deer meat. So that's all there is to it. And yesterday whenever I saw you using this thing, I don't know where these are made, but we will have one at our camp in Florida this week. That's it. That deer's processed. I'm gonna throw it in the walk-in cooler. Then I will see you guys back at the kitchen. But thanks so much for watching this part of the uncensored video. I wish I didn't have to do it this way, but I do. And I appreciate you for being a part of it. We gone!